get you, Barbara.
What is coming to get you?
Tim, things are coming. Lots of things are coming, and we've got a huge list, but we'll just pare it down to one each today. How about that?
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
The one I have is another horror movie, but it's also coming from one of your horror people that you mentioned before, Blumhouse. Is it Blumhouse or Blumhouse?
I think it's Blumhouse. That's what I say anyway.
Blumhouse. Well, they are, I don't know if you know, I'm sure you do, but they are producing The Exorcist 2. Have you heard this?
No, but that movie came out back in like the 70s. It was called The Heretic.
Correct. But they're ignoring that. They are actually saying in all their publicity that that movie never existed. Don't pay attention to it. Don't pay attention to any prequels. This is a direct sequel to William Friedkin's movie.
Let me guess. They're going to get the same music and Linda Blair's going to come back, only she's much older and she's like a survivalist that lives out in the woods and she's going to hunt Mike Myers.
Well, it is being co-written and directed by David Gordon Green.
I don't know who that is.
He just did the Halloween reboot.
That's what. Okay.
So,
wow, nail on head, anyone?
But actually, your synopsis does not sound like what they're doing because it is actually starring Leslie Odom Jr. and it also stars Ellen Burstyn. Odom Jr. will portray a father of a child possessed by a demon who is in desperate search for salvation. He goes to Chris McNeil for help. This is the first time the Oscar-winning Burstyn has ever appeared in an Exorcist sequel, and her presence instantly gives the project major prestige. Sadly, Linda Blair has stated she will not be back as Regan. They are hoping, of course, that this is the first of a trilogy that Blumhouse now has planned. They are already in active development of Exorcist 3 and 4. It is scheduled already for a release date of October 12, 2023. So, Exorcist 2, the sequel, coming to get you.
Wow, this sounds like a factory, the way they're producing these reboot sequel things.
Because we can't do anything original. We don't want to risk money on anything. We know there are great, zombie books out there that could be adapted to a movie maybe, but no, they don't do that. They just, let's go back to the cash cow and see if we can milk that puppy again, unfortunately. So that's my coming to get you for this time.
Well, my coming to get you is a little bit of a retread, but in a somewhat new fashion. Okay. What I wanted to talk about is debuting at the TIFF Midnight Madness. That's the Toronto International Film Festival. So I have no graphics or anything on this picture, but it is called Sick.
Sick. Okay.
Sick. It is directed by John Hyams, and it is written by Kevin Williamson of Scream fame. Okay. Yeah. I've read that it's a lean, mean, and wickedly timely slasher movie, and that due to the pandemic, Parker and her best friends decide to quarantine at the family lake house alone, or so they think. So they're bringing elements of the pandemic into the story, I guess, to generate isolation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's all I know about it, except for the fact that John Hyams not only did Black Summer, but he is also the son of Peter Hyams.
I like Peter Hyams, but wait, Black Summer, was that the snow?
The sequel was in the snow. It's a zombie series on Netflix. Yeah, it was a loose spinoff of what's that series? Something Z Nation, maybe.
Z Nation?
Yeah, it was on Sci-fi. But I like Black Summer much better. It's not played for comedy. Anyway, I don't know when this episode is going to air. The Toronto Film Festival is September 8th through the 18th. It's one of their Midnight Madness movies. It's big news because Kevin Williamson hasn't done a horror movie in quite some time, and it's a slasher film. Yeah. And Peter Hyams seems to have a good track record as far as the genre. So I'm curious about it. Well, that's what's coming to get me.
Those are great coming to get us.
They're both great, and I'm sure I'll have no graphics, but welcome to our show.
You guys let us know what's coming to get you. Comment down there, subscribe, do all the good stuff that you're supposed to do. We're not going to do the litany this time.
Awesome. Yep. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
They're coming to get you, Barbara. the